Alrighty, Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talking. I'm your host, Randy. Today, we're coming to you from the Devil's Den at Gettysburg National Cemetery, from a battlefield cemetery, from one of the most famous places, one of the most famous pictures that was taken right here at this wall was a Confederate soldier. I'll try to put it up here someplace. And they dragged that soldier. He didn't die here. He's a sharpshooter, but he didn't die here. Apologize for the sun, but unfortunately, the sun's in the way. But he died about 40 yards behind me. All the photographers from the Civil War, when they needed shots of dead bodies, they would drag them from the battlefield to a area they thought would be great for a picture. So here we are. So Devil's Den, if you didn't know, is one of the most haunted places in America. All the thousands and thousands of soldiers who died here. And we thought that we would sit here and do a spirit box session. It's probably going to be short, a few minutes, because I don't want to be bothering the other tourists that are around here. So with that, to all the soldiers, both Confederate and Union, my name is Randy. I mean you no harm. I'm here just to get your story. I'm interested in the soldier that was portrayed as dying at this wall but didn't. And with that, any Civil War soldiers want to reach out and talk, I certainly would like to hear from you. My name again is Randy. All right, I heard spirit drop in and towards you. So the Confederate soldier who was dragged to this portion of Devil's Den, is your spirit still here? I heard yep, let go, and it was. To the soldier who was here, who was brought here for the picture, can you tell me, sorry about that, didn't realize I had my glasses still on top of my head. Can you tell me what Confederate outfit you were with? What state? For those soldiers who are here, is there anyone who would like to take the lead and talk to me? You can ask me anything you want. All right, desperate. What are you, to the spirit who said desperate, what are you desperate about? I heard the end of the battle. So the spirit, you're desperate to have the battle end. How long have you been fighting here? Can you tell me how long you were at Devil's Den before you were killed here? And so your spirit is here. Are you roaming Devil's Den right now? Where are you at compared to where I am sitting? All right, so I heard Kentucky. Now, I don't know if I'll have to look it up to see if the regiment that was here was from Kentucky. So to the spirit I'm talking to, were you from Kentucky?
No, what all the through this
All right, so the spirit here, what would you like me to know? What would you like me to know about the battle? Tell me something about your feelings about the battle here at Devil's Den when you were shooting at the Union troops up on the hill.
we have from our
Heard weapons in there. Did you have a feeling that being down here was hopeless?
oh, so that cold.
And for the soldiers who died around here, around Devil's Den, why did you pick this area? Were you ordered to come here, or what was the reason you picked Devil's Den as a place to hold up to shoot the Union soldiers up on Little and Big Round Top?
What?
Dead, Us, and Southern. Yes, so Dead, Us, and Southern, I take it as meaning we're dead and we're from the South. Yes, we know you're from the South. Where from the South were you from? When you realized the fighting here was hopeless, right here at Devil's Den, why did you stay? Did your superiors make you stay?
I think is hitting me.
You would think something hitting me and then the clock. So, who was hitting you?
About
Good time.
think
So when you were talking about the clock, were you talking about time running out?
people.
Keep it moving. So keep it moving. So were you being told to keep moving towards the hillside, the round top?
The man and
So a lot of visitors come over here over the years. What would you have to say? It's more of a solemn place than it was after the Civil War. What would you have to say the differences between how this area is being treated now as compared to where it was being treated, say, during 1900? Is the area being treated with more respect today than it was after the Civil War? We know it was commercialized for a long time. Is it being treated with more respect now than 100 years ago?
Live.
what would you like the visitors who visit here and go back home, what would you like them to think about when they leave here about this area?
No.
I heard peace and I heard victory. Well, again, I'll ask you the same question. What would you like me to take away from here today? When I leave this area, I'll probably be back tomorrow, but when I leave this area, what would you like me to take away? It had to be. So it had to be. Was that the fight at Devil's Den had to be, or the Civil War itself had to be? They run to death. Are you saying that the Confederate soldiers and the Union soldiers, as they faced each other, they ran towards each other to death?
Every fall.
I don't know in the 1860s if chicken was used to mean scared, but somebody just said chicken. I don't think it was Mike talking about chicken, you know, my guardian spirit, where he talks about chicken all the time. See, I still got my glasses on. Let me take them off. So I don't think it was that. So I'll have to look to see when the word chicken was used, whether they used somebody being afraid or scared was called a chicken during the Civil War. I'm hearing Mike in there quite a bit. Like it's about the third or fourth time I heard Mike. So let me ask Mike, my guardian spirit from Michigan, are you here with me today? Food? Stop. Alrighty, guys. Well, we stopped the video there. There were some guys from Illinois, and we were talking to them, very interested in what we were doing here. So we were talking about here. So to get back to it, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think I'll let the spirit box run for, let's say, for about a minute. I'm going to have to judge the time because I can't see the timer with the sun in my eyes. So any spirits that are still here in the Devil's Den area, especially up here where the sniper's body was dragged here and the photograph was taken right after the battle. If you have anything else you would like to say to me, say to America, say to the southern states, say to the Union soldiers that you were fighting with, we certainly would love to hear it. And with that, I'm going to put the spirit box on for about a minute.
In California. Remove it.
Alrighty, so I'm guessing that's about a minute. So to any of the soldiers who were fallen in this particular area, or about 40 yards here behind me, is there any last parting words that you would like to say to me? I heard not really, but I also heard just before that, I'm waiting. So I think it was I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So the spirit who said I'm waiting, would you like to elaborate on what you were saying?
I want. Whoa. To do. There's no one.
All right, so to all the spirits here at Devil's Den, I want to thank you for allowing me to talk to you, to listen to you talk. And to all the YouTube viewers out there on Graveyard Talk, and I want to thank you for joining me on my journey. As many of you know, that this is a journey for me to find out what it's like being a spirit. What can I expect when my time comes that I'm no longer walking on the earth, but I am a spirit on this earth. So to all the soldiers here, both Union and both Confederate, I thank you very much, and I wish you all the peace you can find.
30.
All right, with the parting words I heard, that was an asshole statement. With that, I'll see all of you on the next one.